Hey you guys, thanks for clicking on this video. It is your girl Tiffy and I am back with another video. This time it is a wig review on a company by the name of The Virgin Hair Fantasy. And you may or may not have heard of this company. If you have, you know they are a well-known, I guess kind of a luxury wig brand, wig and hair brand. You can look them up on Instagram. That's actually how I came across them. This peruca that I'm wearing is called the Peruca Vihaan. I'm going to get into a lot of detail about this peruca, the price, shipping, customer service, everything. So if you want to know more about this hair, if you like what you see, go ahead and keep watching. So you guys, I actually purchased this peruca in November of 2017. Right now it's July 2018, so that's like, what, 8 months? Yeah, so that's like 8 months. And so I think that I can give you a proper review after wearing it and having it a good length amount of time. So, like I said, this is the Peruca Vihaan. And the Virgin Hair Fantasy, what they do is they have a lot of different wigs, and every wig that comes out is like a different style. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're blonde, sometimes they're pink, sometimes they're full lace, sometimes they're lace frontal. Whatever the case may be, it's kind of cool to be able to pick out a different style of wig. Their wigs are not cheap. I will just kind of say that right now. When I think about the Virgin Hair Fantasy, I kind of think of like the Neiman Marcus of wigs. They are a luxury wig brand, wig and hair brand. So this peruca that I am wearing right now, including the shipping, I think it was like $13.75. So I'm gonna go into if I think it was worth it in a little bit. So I wanna give you some specific details right off the bat before I forget. So this hair is an Indian wavy. It's not even curly, it's an Indian wavy hair. Look at my receipt from them. Unfortunately, the receipt is from PayPal, so it's not very detailed. And I ordered it 8 months ago, so I don't really remember, but I do believe it's like 24 inches. So 24 inches, the cap, it's a medium cap, and the lace color is medium as well. If I had to state what the density is on this unit, I would say it's about 180 density. And I always wet it so I can get this curl, so that makes it a little bit heavier. And so it's a little bit uncomfortable in the front because it is so heavy. Let me go ahead and get in a little bit closer here. And they have combs right here, like really close, so that you can put them in your braid, because it does fall back a lot because it is heavy. And she did tell, you know, the good thing, the best thing about the Virgin Hair Fantasy, in my opinion, is the customer service. I had a talk with the girl who makes them. I don't know her name, but she's always on their Instagram, like dancing and modeling their wigs. But she did tell me this particular peruca is heavy. It's heavy because it's thick. It's heavy because the hair is really long. And because of that reason, she said you can only, whenever you do a top knot, you can only do it like this much because the combs are gonna show right here. So if I wanna do a top knot, I actually have to do it like right here. I can't do it from ear to ear and pull it up. I have to start it from about right here. And she did tell me that. Very honest. The customer service, I mean, I remember when I ordered a peruca from them before, I was having issues with it because I had ordered it too big. And she actually FaceTimed me and she was looking at it, and I sent it back, and they fixed the band in the back and made it tighter, so then it was perfect. So, I mean, like I said, customer service is really great. You can call them, you can DM them. They do respond to your DM messages, especially if you're gonna buy a wig, they do respond. But they have a phone number, and if you have any issues with your peruca, you know, they'll fix it. So I do love that about them. The quality of this hair, when I first got this particular peruca, when I opened it, I knew I needed to put a little bit of conditioner on it so that I can get the curl pattern that I like. But once I put conditioner on it and I wet it a little bit and put a little bit of mousse in it, it was a pretty curl pattern, a pretty wave. And it dries like this wave. It doesn't, you know, what you see right now is the pattern. Wet or dry, this is how it looks. And of course, the more you, like, it's such a thick wig that you have to put loads and loads of water and mousse on it to really get all of it. So I didn't get all of it. So it's not as curly in the middle of the hair. The hair does shed. I will say that it does shed. It's not excessive, but because it's so much hair, it does shed. So, I mean, I'm doing this, and it's a little rough just because it has mousse in it, but no, it's not shed that much. See, I got this much shedding from, can you see that pulling? Yeah. And I want to zoom in. Let me zoom in on the lace. The lace, like I said, it's a medium brown lace color. And it comes with baby hairs already. And I love the company. I love the Virgin Hair Fantasy company. This particular peruca, like I stated earlier, I don't wear all the time because it is heavy and it's a little bit uncomfortable. You do have the combs here, so I think I'm just a little bit paranoid about having the combs right here, that it's actually tearing a little bit of my edges out, because wigs will do that. If you wear them for a long time and you have combs there, you will start to notice gradually over time your hair thinning wherever you have the combs are. For me, whenever I have a wig, I actually prefer the combs a little bit further back so that I can stick them in the thicker part of my braid. And I find that they still hold pretty well with the combs back a little bit further. I got the wig within a week. The shipping was via FedEx, and the shipping cost is $45. You do have to sign for it. So make sure you're home whenever you order this wig. And if I didn't make myself clear about the hair quality and the shedding is a little bit more than minimal, which isn't bad. There's so much hair in this wig, you guys. Let me just turn. I hope what I just did gave you a basic idea of just how thick this hair is, and you can kind of understand why it's so heavy and why the wig maker actually constructed the wig the way she did, with the combs and the lace being right here, from not ear to ear how a normal like 13x4 lace frontal would go. So it's kind of like stops here where the combs are. Ugh, I feel like I can't talk today. I also wanted to mention that it is absolutely beautiful when it's straightened. Once I washed the mousse out and everything, conditioned it, blow dried it out, and I put a flat iron to it, it straightens beautifully. If I think about it, whenever I'm editing this video, I'll put a little picture in there from when I had it straightened so that you guys can see that. It's really, really pretty. Holds a curl very, very well. So let me show you guys the box that it came in. This wig does come with an elastic band in the back and combs. There's a comb all over the place. There's combs in the back here. There's 2 combs here. There's actually like 3 combs in the back, and then I've got some that, you know, whenever you put your wig on, you tuck it under and then it keeps it in place. So all in all, I mean, $13.75 total with shipping. You know, do you have to spend that much money on a good wig? No, you don't. It's completely up to you, and it's your choice. I think that when it comes to money and cost and price, it's all relative, just contingent on, you know, where you're at financially. I know some people would say they will never spend that much money for a wig, and some people they would. To some people, that's not a lot of money. So it's just kind of based on what you think. I do know there are some wig companies out there that have good wigs for a fraction of the cost of this one. So again, you just have to do your research and search and kind of see what's out there. Me personally, I have wigs from all different price points. Yeah, I like them. I like the Virgin Hair Fantasy. And if you have any questions, I am here for you. Let me know, put them in the comments. I do respond, and I hope to see you guys next week with another video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.